The wind howls across the Antarctic plateau, a sound of pure desolation. Here, a small team huddles in a makeshift shelter, stranded after their ship, the Endurance, is crushed by ice. Supplies dwindle. The cold is a predator, seeping through every layer. In rare quiet moments, the soft murmur of prayer emerges. They read from a worn Bible. Its pages are linked to home and hope. In overwhelming odds, they find strength in faith and each other. The spirit endures, even when the body falters. Survival often conjures images of knives, ropes, and fire starters, practical tools for the wilderness. But the greatest challenges are not always external. The struggle against despair, the battle with fear, these can be more lethal than cold or hunger. The strongest body can fail if the will to live collapses. Here, unseen tools become vital. Faith, prayer, ritual, hope. These intangible forces are as critical as any equipment. They provide purpose when life seems meaningless. They connect us to something larger than the immediate crisis. This is the spiritual dimension of survival. Throughout history, people have turned to these unseen tools in the most extreme circumstances. From frozen trenches to sun-scorched deserts, the stories are consistent. When all physical resources are exhausted, it is the strength of the spirit that makes the difference. Faith provides the final ounce of resilience needed to endure one more day. The mind is the true frontier of survival. If it holds, the body follows. These spiritual tools are not luxuries. They are essential. They are the difference between surrender and survival. In the end, it is the spirit that endures, and it is the spirit that saves. Winter 1941. Leningrad is encircled, starving and plunged into darkness. Yet amid horror, people find hope, lighting candles, whispering prayers, and clinging to faith. Tanya Savicheva's diary becomes a testament to endurance. Leningrad's silent prayers echo through history, finding light in the darkest times. In the brutal POW camps of the Vietnam War, American soldiers faced years of isolation and torment. Their captors tried to break their will, erase their identity, and induce despair. Yet, faith became a weapon of defiance. Men like Jeremiah Denton and James Stockdale relied on spiritual beliefs to survive. Forbidden from communicating or practicing religion, they developed a tap code to share encouragement and Bible verses. Secret church services, prayers, and hymns, tapped through walls, created a powerful bond. These rituals were risky, but they persisted. Shared prayer reminded them they were not alone, reinforcing identity and purpose. Sunday became a symbol of unbroken spirit. Simple prayers for strength, courage, and loved ones kept hope alive. Stockdale's stoic philosophy and faith created an inner world his captors could not touch. For these POWs, faith was not escape. It was the tool that allowed them to endure and retain their humanity. In the darkest cells, the spirit remained unconquered. Faith was their final freedom. In 1846, the Donner Party became trapped by snow in the Sierra Nevada. Their ordeal is infamous for its horrors, but also for faith in the face of despair. Patrick Breen, an Irish Catholic, kept a diary, recording weather, dwindling supplies, and daily prayers. He prayed for relief, for the dying, for deliverance. Prayer became a way to make sense of the senseless, to maintain moral order as society broke down. Daily rituals of prayer and Bible reading provided structure and hope. For the Breen family, this spiritual discipline was a lifeline, and all survived. Others, like Tamsin Donner, found solace in faith, even as death approached. Her final act, staying with her dying husband, was rooted in devotion and belief. The Donner Party's story is a chilling reminder of human fragility, but it is also a testament to how faith can inspire courage, sacrifice, and hope. In the face of the unthinkable, prayer offered a framework for endurance. Even as bodies failed, the spirit persisted. Faith was the last light in the darkness, and sometimes it was enough. For many cultures, the wilderness is sacred, not an adversary. Indigenous peoples have long survived through a spiritual connection to the land. Their prayers and rituals are acts of gratitude and balance, not just pleas for help. Among the Inuits, survival depends on both knowledge and a spiritual relationship with the animals they hunt. Rituals honor the animal's spirit, transforming hunting into reciprocity, not domination. This worldview fosters respect and humility, essential for survival in harsh lands. Explorers like Shackleton echoed this sense of awe in Antarctica. Stranded, they found moments of wonder, the play of light, the silence, the aurora. The wilderness became a cathedral, not a prison. Finding beauty allowed them to rise above fear and desperation. This sense of the sacred fed their spirits, providing a psychological buffer. It gave dignity and wonder, even in adversity. The sacred transformed survival from mere endurance to something meaningful. In the wildest places, reverence is a tool as vital as any knife. When people pray together, a unique power emerges. Communal faith transforms desperate individuals into a unified community. In extreme duress, shared ritual forges bonds of resilience and identity. During WWII, soldiers and prisoners found strength in collective prayer and song. These moments anchored them, reminding them of home and shared humanity. Rituals became declarations that their spirits could not be conquered. The Andes flight disaster survivors, stranded in the mountains, prayed the rosary daily. Their shared faith gave moral structure to unthinkable choices and bound them together. The ritual provided predictability, focus, and mutual support. It allowed them to voice fears and hopes as a group. Their survival was not just physical, but spiritual and communal. Shared faith was their anchor in chaos. Together, they found the strength to endure the unimaginable. Community, united by faith, can overcome even the darkest trials. In isolation, writing can become a spiritual practice, a form of testimony. Diaries and letters are more than records. They are acts of bearing witness. Writing organizes the mind, processes trauma, and preserves identity. For prisoners and camp inmates, secret diaries were lifelines, places of freedom and truth. Anne Frank's diary created an inner world that soared beyond confinement. Writing was her hope, her assertion of humanity. Diaries preserve who we are when everything else is stripped away. Letters home connect soldiers to their former selves and loved ones. Bearing witness becomes a sacred duty, a memorial for those who did not survive. Testimony ensures suffering is not forgotten, lessons not lost. The written word transcends personal survival, serving memory and future generations. In chaos, writing is a final assertion of meaning. It is a spiritual act, a bridge from darkness to hope. Through testimony, the spirit endures. We have journeyed through ice-fire, prisons, and sieges. Survival demands strength, skill, and fortitude, but these are only the foundation. The body cannot endure what the spirit has surrendered. The will to live is fueled by hope, purpose, connection, and faith. Spiritual tools, prayer, ritual, testimony, reverence, are essential, not luxuries. History shows. When all else fails, spiritual resilience provides the crucial advantage. It gives focus, courage, and meaning in madness. It binds communities and lifts individuals beyond suffering. We must look beyond the physical to understand endurance. The ultimate survival tool is the unbreakable human spirit. It finds light in darkness, hope in despair. It believes in something larger than the self. This faith has carried humanity through its darkest hours. In the end, it is the spirit that survives.